Good morning, my dear brothers and sisters. Today's first reading comes from the book of the Acts of the Apostles, and it is one of the three portraits of the early Christian community. The description emphasizes the communal worship, communal ownership, and mutual responsibility of the community members for each other. Four elements are mentioned in the first sentence. It goes, the believers form a community. They are of one heart and mind, deeply united with each other. No one claimed anything as belonging to themselves. Everything was held in common. And they gave witness to the central element of their faith, the risen Jesus, of their faith in the risen Jesus with, uh, with so much passion. It also says that there were no rich or poor in this community. Those who owned lands or or houses sold them. And this was a voluntary sharing to provide for those who did not have enough for the essentials of living. Each one's aim was to ensure that the needs of the others were met rather than each one looking only for their own needs. It is important to note that this was possible because the community of believers were of one heart and one mind. Their material sharing was simply an expression of the care which they had for each other at a much deeper level. And the passage concludes with a striking example. Joseph, also known as Barnabas, sold property he had and put the proceeds at the feet of the apostles. He was a Levite from Cyprus. Generally, Levites did not own inherited land in Palestine. But the rule may not have applied in other areas, or the property may have belonged to his wife. Barnabas will later on become a missionary partner with Paul. Do we find such sharing communities in our church today? Perhaps today we could reflect on our own attitudes toward material goods, how we acquire them, how we use them, to what extent we share our material blessings with those in genuine need and not just out of our own surpluses. This is something we need to reflect on as individuals, but also as families and as a parish community. I think it was Ronald Reagan who said, we cannot help everyone, but everyone can always help someone. Imagine how many will still go hungry if everyone helps someone. I imagine there may be none. Amen.